We've got Christy Nagel in with us today on Talking Solutions from Cricket Wireless here in Las Vegas, and our friend Becky Watson from the Salvation Army. We're talking about Stuff the Pack. It's a back-to-school drive through August 13th.
It serves the underserved. We do a lot of grassroots, really passionate about serving the community. And Stuff the Pack is close to my heart because I'm a mother. But you see so much in Las Vegas of the kids that are in such need and parents that are not able to provide. So this is really dear to my heart.
It means so much to us, the Salvation Army, and it means so much to our families. So these school supplies are coming in through our family services, helping to support those families that we help with so many different things. You know, they can barely keep a roof over their head and food on the table and clothes on their backs. Now, how do you do school supplies on top of it?
I know in like the Fremont area, I'm not sure what the elementary school is, but it has like 80% homeless kids that don't even have homes.
I know there's one that's been in the national news, and I know that Ellen and Justin Bieber has come in. Is it Whitney?
Yes.
And they were saying that 80% of their kids at one point in time were homeless, on top of all the other challenges that kids face.
And unfortunately, it's not the only school that we have that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's part of feeling good about yourself. Kids and your peers, it's so important. Going to school with a new backpack. As I was going over the list of things, it just brought back all the things that we got every year for our son, and it just breaks my heart that there are kids out there that don't get that opportunity, but through something like this, they do.
And we know that the kids that come to school unprepared, if they don't have a new backpack, that they don't have their school supplies, are also the kids that end up getting bullied.
Really?
Yeah, peers.
On top of everything else.
On top of everything else, these are the kids that have a tendency to be bullied. Let's do something about that. So that's where this comes in.
We're into the final week, so we need to move. When somebody is going to participate and be part of the Stuff the Pack backpack drive, what am I looking to do? I'm coming in to see you with a backpack. Are there things inside?
The main things are new backpacks, pencils, erasers, pencil boxes, pens, colored pencils, highlighters, rulers, scissors, glue sticks, glue, folders, notebooks, crayons, and markers. Anything that a child would need to start their classes in the fall. Basically, come see us in store, any Cricket store in Las Vegas, through August 13th. Just tell the authorized retailer or sales rep that you are here for Stuff the Pack, and they'll take your donation. In quite a few of them, not in all of them, but in most of them, they have these elaborate boxes that they've decorated just for this event.
They're getting excited about it.
Cricket is very passionate about this. We love partnering with our community, and we're so thankful that we can partner with the Salvation Army for Stuff the Pack.
I understand, Christy, that this is actually a national thing.
Yes,
it's not just Las Vegas. That Cricket stores all across the U.S. are part of this drive.
And all across the U.S. to include Hawaii. They've decorated boxes and are collecting school supplies for the kids.
You watch. I'm predicting that from within Cricket, there's going to be a competition among stores. Who gets into it the most?
It already started. It already started. Absolutely. And when you go into these locations that have these boxes, you'll see they're for the kids.
Well, I know a lot of times when there are holiday drives, back to school drives, whatever it is, when you tie in a company that's helping to facilitate and make this happen, a lot of times the employees among themselves will go, hey guys, between us, I bet we could come up with stuffing a pack. We could do this. And they get involved that way too.
We see it all the time. So when we've got a partner like Cricket that comes in, and that's a national program, but it's helping the community locally so much for all the families that we see through the Salvation Army, the impact is immeasurable.
It's a great way to make a difference. We've got Christy Nagel in with us from Cricket Wireless. How many stores do you have in town? Dozens.
Yes, dozens and dozens.
So there's no question that there's a Cricket Wireless location in everybody's backyard.
Absolutely. Every part of town.
And we have until the 13th, which would be next Saturday, to get these items in. Because school starts
August 29th.
That's going to be here before you know it.
And I'm noticing the school's already getting prepped for kids to come.
Everybody's got to get ready. You know, back in the dark ages when I was in school, I think that the cost of outfitting a kid for the school year has increased because there's more things that they consider essentials. We didn't have iPads dads, when I was getting started in school, I don't even think we had calculators, quite honestly. But there's some other additional items that are important to make the school experience even better for kids. So what we're looking for, though, here was Stuff the Pack through Saturday the 13th at Cricket Wireless, any of the locations around town. Hopefully you can provide a backpack and some of the goodies inside that are so useful.
Right.
And it goes directly to our families through Family Services at the Salvation Army, serving the families' kids. So you know that those kids are now being prepared to start school with everything that they need to be successful.
I think that's when I started getting hooked on school supplies, was back in the day when I'd get all these new things right before the start of the year. I loved having the new notebooks and the pencils and the markers and the crayons. Had to have a big set of crayons. That attraction to office and school supplies continues to this day. So every year I can almost get in my own stash and help to provide some extra stuff for other kids.
We can make it easy when we're shopping for our own children. Get 2 of everything and think about where the second set is going. Involve your children in the process so that they understand how important it is to give back to the community.
It's a great thing to teach the kids.
A backpack full of supplies with a backpack, depending on where you get it, can cost as little as $20.
I can do that. To make a difference for a kid.
To make a difference in a kid for the whole year, $20 worth of supplies makes a huge impact.
In a lot of cases, the families are stressing out. They're having trouble providing anyway. And so to add this extra burden onto them, especially, think about it, in a lot of families, it's not just the one kid. You got several kids who all need to be outfitted for the new school year. And that comes down to being quite a big cost.
It does. And as a community, economically, we're doing a little bit better, but our families are still struggling. It's still taking a while for them to catch up, a lot of them, and they have things that they have to pay for. They have to provide a roof over their heads, clothes and food. This is one of those things. What do you do? Well, with Cricket's help, we're able to help them so they don't have that stress.
I'm hoping that this goes on every year.
Me
I think
too.
This is great.
Me too.
Yes.
Salvation Army loves the partnership. We love all of our partners throughout the community, and this new partnership with Cricket Wireless is just fantastic.
We're excited too. So give a child something to smile about. Stuff a pack. Bring it into a Cricket store with a big smile. You'll in turn give that child a smile for sure.
And we'll get smiles back from the Cricket people who are so excited about this Stuff the Pack event that's going on through next Saturday the 13th. Everybody's happy. It's a win-win-win.
It's a win-win.
And the kids who benefit, they're sure happy. Christy, we always ask as part of the Talking Solutions show what we can all do to help. I think it's pretty obvious. Stuff the Pack. Participate. Becky tells us $20 could get all the stuff that we need, the backpack and all the goodies in it.
It's easy, it's fun, and it's something that we need to do for our community, for our kids. They're our future. So something as small as this can make a big difference to a child.
Put them on the path to success.
It does. That pack full of school supplies provides them an opportunity to succeed in class. They've got everything that they need. It also is an image thing. They have their new pack and their supplies. They're not worried. They're not being left out in school. So all of a sudden, they're coming to school with a big smile on their face. They're prepared. If you're prepared, chances are you're going to do very well in school. You're going to be engaged. And the person that's donating that pack knows that they've just made a big difference in a child's life.
Helping a kid be proud and confident and ready to learn. Couldn't ask for much more than that.
No, you can't.
It is the Stuff the Pack Drive with Cricket Wireless. All the stores all over town taking part in this until next Saturday the 13th. So you have the rest of this weekend, all of next week, even Saturday to go out and get the stuff and drop it off at Cricket so that it then very quickly, I'm sure, will be turned around, Becky, to you and the people with the Salvation Army.
Very quickly. We've got distribution already scheduled with all of the families that we have signed up through our family services. So if you are a family in need and you need some services, come down to our family services office, call first. We're at 1581 North Main Street, and we'll see what we can do to assist you.
Salvation Army helps in a lot of ways. How about the website?
SalvationArmySouthernNevada.org. And through that, you can look up family services, the phone number, the address. It also has the list of documents that if you're a family in need, you need to bring with you.
So you're prepared when you come in.
Yes.
Salvation Army does so much for our community. That's why I say that Becky's in here with me. Every chance I get, I invite Becky Watson from the Salvation Army because their slogan, doing the most good, is so right. They do so many things for our community. Food, shelter, housing, assistance with getting people over the hump and helping them with things like the addiction recovery programs that are so important in this community. I'm thinking of the stuff, too, that I've talked with Major Kelly Ponsler about rescuing from the sex trade.
Right. Human trafficking or the labor trade. Well, I'll tell you, doing the most good is exactly what Cricket is doing right now.
You fit right in. This is a nice partnership.
Hashtag STSA, something to smile about.
I like that.
Right.
I've got it right here. Hashtag STSA.
On Facebook and, of course, Instagram, that's our something to smile about.
We have a podcast of today's discussion. In case you want to listen again or if you want to share it with somebody or need a refresher as far as what we're looking for you to do to help participate in the Stuff the Pack drive with Cricket Wireless for the Salvation Army. We'll have all of that on our Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with all the links that you need.
And I have to thank the Salvation Army again for giving us this opportunity because we are passionate about it and there's nothing closer to hearts than children. So thank you very much.
It just shows that working together in this community, what an impact that makes.
We can all make a difference. I'm always pointing out that this is such a wonderful giving community, and there's so much under the surface that people don't see until they get here and really start looking around and saying, you know what, it's not hard to make a difference. And I really, really can be an important giving part of this community.
Las Vegas is a terrific community for giving back. It really is one of the best communities. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
We're happy to be here. Christy, how long have you been in Las Vegas?
Since 1986.
Oh, longer than me. I didn't get here till 92.
Wow.
And in the industry since 88. So it's a neat community. Don't want to leave. Seen many changes throughout the years.
Big time.
Many changes. But I was here in the 60s also. The 60s, the 70s, and then I came back as adult in the 80s to Jim Bridger Junior High.
You're a local girl.
Well, kind of, yeah. Father in the Air Force with Nellis here. It was nice. Kept coming back.
We love our connection to the veterans through Nellis, through Creech, through a lot of the retired veterans who make Las Vegas their home. So we always celebrate the veterans in our community. And you know, when we talk about the people who are givers, right there.
Right there.
Veterans, every part of their being.
We had a group of Air Force come in this summer with 3 trucks full of water to donate to our homeless services.
That's huge.
Because that's another thing that you help with here in Las Vegas.
Simple as that is, water is such an essential thing.
It's something that the rest of us take for granted.
And we go through about 1,000 bottles of water a day at our homeless services on Owens during this hottest part of the year.
Right.
That's how many people that are coming in needing a little bit of rehydration to get cooled off.
The simplest thing is the most important.
Becky Watson from Salvation Army talking now about how with the homeless situation, helping people who are on the streets many times, who are in your day centers so that they're getting cooled off. How that simple little thing, a bottle of water, makes such a big difference. Now you're involved with people like Christy with Cricket Wireless and doing the Stuff the Pack. You're getting kids back to school. And I know you've got to be thinking Christmas already. Are you thinking holidays?
Not just thinking Christmas. We're working on Christmas.
Thought so.
We really kicked off our planning in July. So that really is Christmas in July.
It's going to be here before you know it. And I was just telling somebody just a while ago before we came in for the interview how important the holiday season is for the Salvation Army. The Red Kettle campaign provides services. I don't think that it's able to fund everything for the entire year. It's a big bulk of it, though.
It makes a big impact, and the monies that come in, the donations that come in to the Red Kettles actually go to our operating budget. That goes directly to keeping our programs up and running, many of our programs. So it's those little dimes and nickels and dollar bills that go into those Red Kettles, which will kick off at Thanksgiving time.
Always in the football game on Thanksgiving of watching watching it in Dallas.
Through Christmas Eve, you'll hear the bell ringer.
You know, I love that. I know we're looking ahead, but you know that that's going to be here before you know it.
Absolutely.
Well,
But what this is doing with Cricket is supplying those kids all the way through Christmas and beyond. So what they're doing right now with the school supplies is really Christmas in July and
I
August.
know that I asked Christy Nagel, who's with us today from Cricket Wireless, about what we, Talking Solutions listeners, can do to help. Becky, for you, I'm thinking there's even more that we can do. Even at this point, looking slightly ahead to the holidays. What can we as listeners do to help the Salvation Army at this point?
Go to our website at salvationarmysouthernevada.org and take a look at the programs that we have and see if there's a way that you'd like to volunteer, see if there's a way that you'd like to give any of the capacities, and give us a call. We've got the bell ringers. We've got Christmas tags that I'll be kicking off in October.
Angel Tree?
Angel Tree, Christmas tags, so folks can give for a child. Right now they're giving through Cricket Wireless for school backpacks, and that can translate a little bit later into Christmas toys for the kids. That distribution is in December. There are many ways that people become involved and can help others in their community.
Do you ever have a day off?
Oh, sure. But do I stop thinking about it? Probably not.
No, I don't think you do. I think you're busy the whole time because there's always something going on with the Salvation Army.
Always.
So
We've got individuals that we'll see, for instance, in our homeless services shelter that are working, but they've just had a series of things happen, so they no longer have a home to live in, but they're working and they're trying to make it back. But that kind of flies in the face of what people's images might be. And to see these folks every day that are really working hard and know that the Salvation Army can assist them, and the partners that we have, the groups that we have coming in to volunteer, how much they're doing every day that assists these folks.
you're describing the working poor, obviously,
Yes.
to a large extent. Coming up in the show, we're talking with Dan Williams, the COO from Three Square, about the working poor, talking about food insecurity. We expect the downtown zips, the 89101, 89102, we expect those to have a high percentage of people who are food insecure.
You don't expect the 89134 or 128s.
How about 89166 in North Las Vegas?
Yeah.
One of the biggest food insecure zip codes. People go, really? Up there where those new houses are? Well, keep in mind what they've been through. The whole recession, the downturn, the housing crisis, all of that. These people are working and doing the best they can, but they still are not able to fully provide.
And who usually suffers the most? The children. They need to be fed, so we're not going to get a pretty new backpack, or we're not going to get those packs of colored pencils. So that's why, again, this Stuff the Pack is so important to this community for our kids.
It's funny how it all links together because we need to be able to provide the kids with the food and all of the school supplies. We need to get them well set in the schoolroom so that they can learn and better their life and go on to have a more successful existence. But the fact is, if they don't have the right food, they physically do not have the ability to learn. They're not able to concentrate. They're squirming. Their tummies are rumbling. So it's all of these different things working together. That's why I feel so blessed that I get to talk to all these different facets of the community, everybody working in their own area to try to make it so that these kids get the best situation.
And Dan from Three Square will tell you that 1 in 5 are struggling with food insecurity in our area right now. The great program that CCSD has during the school year supplies some of the family's needs. It supplies the kids with a backpack full of food on a Friday. So they've got food for the family through the weekend. But what happens through the summer, and this is why the school supply drives are so great, is the kids aren't coming home with any food. The family is taking on a little more expense. And these are the working poor. These are the folks that are really trying to make it. They're really working hard. And Christy's right. It's the kids that tend to be the ones that suffer because they have no control over their situation.
Isn't this great, though, how the different parts of the community come
terrific.
together to make a difference? So proud of you, Christy, and everybody at Cricket Wireless for stepping up with this backpack school supply program, Stuff the Pack, that's going on through next Saturday. Thank you for doing that part of it because there are so many pieces to the puzzle to make sure that these kids have what they need to be successful. It's really great. You guys will get so wrapped up in this that you'll go, gosh, okay, that was fun. done. What's next?
We've partnered with Three Square many times.
And what we tell people from the Salvation Army is any one little thing helps somebody. One bottle of water helps somebody that day, right? One pack of supplies helps a child. So don't get so overwhelmed. You are helping somebody. Coming down and volunteering at the community meal helps the 300 plus people that we see come in for that afternoon meal. Those are our neighbors. Those are the people on the streets. So it could be anybody. We see some families coming in. Ring the bell at Christmas for an hour, and that equates to helping a family of 4 for a week, feeding them.
Just by volunteering.
Just by volunteering.
It makes you feel so good. I mean, I'm in love with the Red Kettle and the Bell. The great thing is we talk about all the needs of the community, and this is what's so exciting from my perspective with Talking Solutions, is that we're talking to you, Becky Watson, with the Salvation Army, doing the most good. We're talking with you, Christy Nagel, also about Cricket Wireless, the Stuff the Pack, Back to School Drive, something to smile about. We mentioned Three Square and the way that they also help so much in our community. They say, together we can feed everyone. And that's the whole key, that we have a lot of needs in our community. We have very giving individuals, and when we all work together, we can do amazing things.
Cricket Wireless is a partner of the Salvation Army. Three Square is a partner of the Salvation Army, and so many others across this valley.
Because this is home, it's our community, and we can really make a difference. Think about doing some volunteer work. What do you want to have donated these days?
School supplies. I think that's our main focus until we get these kids back in school on August 29th. We want to make sure that they're supplied best that we can and that they're ready to go, ready to succeed for the year.
Sounds great to me. Well, Christy Nagel from Cricket Wireless and Becky Watson from the Salvation Army. Stuff the Pack. The drive is on through next Saturday, the 13th, and all the information is on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. We hope that you can get involved. Thank you both for coming in to see us today on Talking Solutions.
Thank you for having us.